Hey, we were actually silent for once. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the SSJ cast. I'm gonna fuck it up every time. Y'all ain't gonna get away with it. Welcome back to the SSJ cast. It's time to what? What?
Discord being stupid and lagging you
Yeah,
out.
you're good.
Oh, it doesn't. I mean, it's on my stream. Y'all the people we gotta worry about. So let's go ahead and pop on over here. Let me make sure I don't have shit running because I get the feeling Discord is gonna be a bitch tonight. Love you, Discord.
I think I'm gonna pause the stream.
Probably a good idea after last week.
Yeah.
You ghosted a couple of times.
That was because of my audio settings in Discord. I think I fixed it now. So.
Okay. Look, welcome everybody to the SSJ cast. It is SS and A, make a SAS because we are undercover spies. Don't worry about it. But
if you
today,
think you're clever, you're not.
I am. Don't worry about it. I am. If we're going in today, what we're gonna be doing is talking about some topics. If you're new to the show, the SSJ cast is a group show where we talk about topics, even though two of us know nothing and one of us does. Now that's for you to decide who that is. I will ban you if you guess wrong. So use that information as you see. Well, so today we're gonna be covering a couple of things. Mostly, it's gonna be Pokemon and fighting games. Beyond that, we're just gonna have some fun and chat it up. But first, I think last time we could jump right into it. So we had the episode where y'all got the action. Now it's time for a little bit of exposition. So kicking it on over to the man in the glasses. Who are you and what have you been doing?
Hey, my name's Alejandro, and I've recently been starting to get back into streaming. I usually do illustrations and make YouTube videos and stuff, but I like to diversify what I try and create. So recently, I've been streaming on Twitch. I've been playing that Dark Souls.
Ooh.
So if you guys are interested, check that out.
Okay. Anything else notable for the week? Did you see anything interesting? Or you can say that obviously for the.
I mean, it's been a pretty boring week, honestly. I've been rewatching the Berserk movies recently, but other than that, I've honestly been doing nothing. It's schoolwork. It's I'm almost finished with graduation, so I've just been grinding on school.
Oh, that's true. You are the young student. Looking at you, my man with the green screen and Ultraman. What's going on? Who are you? Let the people know what you've been up to.
You already know it's your boy Shazzyn. If you know Strix, then you know me. Right hand, Miggy, Young Symbiote, Planet Venom. You already know. Okay. Find me on twitch.tv/Shazzyn. Why do I gotta say anything, bro? Like they know who I am. Okay, I'm the Leech God, the Leech King. Okay.
Can I just say, Strix, you might need to update.
I updated it on the podcast.
Dog, how do you still have that? That's crazy.
I updated it on the podcast proper. Speaking of, we're giving y'all a special double header, 3 hours worth of podcast coming to you tomorrow evening. When we release two of these on both SoundCloud and YouTube. We're working on the other topic. Yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all one day. I'm gonna be like, so we have a bunch of guests today, and we're going for 7 hours. It's gonna be a great show. So let's get into it. If you don't know, my name is Strix. I've literally spent most of this week playing Final Fantasy. Oh, finished up Far Cry New Dawn. Don't buy that game at full price. I'll probably get to that a little bit more.
God damn.
If y'all really want to.
Right off the rip. Unfortunately.
But yeah, and it's been a quiet week because Final Fantasy has kind of taken. I could arguably say all of our souls. Yeah, y'all can post your own links. Not being lazy.
Well, no, because I'm posting mine because you fucked up. So
I will fix that if you give me a moment.
You?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So while I do nothing production related and are not fixing commands, why don't you introduce the first topic, Senor?
I mean, you said you, but who are you talking to
Alejandro.
specifically?
I said
Senor, dog. Like, there ain't no way, bro.
I mean, we both live in Florida, so there's that.
I would have hit Shaz. You already know what I would hit Shaz with.
That's like
Oni-chan.
But
This is gonna be a shit show. You really think I'm not about to
What the fuck?
What's wrong?
So this has been oh my god, Shaz. So this has been a pretty Pokemon heavy week, I would say. I mean, do you want to start off with animation or do you want to start off with movie or
whatever?
All right, so new Detective Pikachu trailer came out this week, and I'm just gonna say it looks great. I think it looks funny as hell. I think the CGI looks pretty fucking cool, and I don't understand any of the hate. Yeah.
I don't really have any strong opinions about it, if I'm being kind of honest. It just kind of exists for me, but
yeah.
I imagine the hate is okay. So from what I've seen, it's just people making jokes about like, why does Snorlax have fur? It's like that's kind of weird. But
I haven't seen everyone who saw Snorlax were pretty okay with it, but it was
it wasn't like anything crazy. I don't know where the hate is either. It's maybe just because it is live action. It's kind of a first thing. I mean, it's just new. It's new, right? It's kind of.
I mean, Apom doesn't look that great.
No, that's on purpose. They made Apom look like a whole ass like critter, dog. So let's try and talk to you. But yeah, it's just I don't know what the hate is about. It just seems like it's a live action take on Pokemon, which kind of seems like that would eventually happen. I'm surprised it took this long to happen, honestly.
WB, if you fuck with me, I'll kill you. Ignore me, just keep going.
Strix is gonna turn into a total biscuit rest his soul. God damn. About Nintendo, bro. About Nintendo, bro. Just they're coming for you, bro. Yeah, and it's of course people who don't know. Ryan Reynolds voices Pikachu as Detective Pikachu.
Strix, have you seen this trailer yet?
No, I haven't. That's why I'm kind of looking at it.
Okay.
Low key, it's nightmare fuel.
It is. Okay, no.
Pokemon in real life will forever be nightmare fuel.
Okay,
Pikachu looks cute.
No. The worst one for me is Greninja. Greninja looks crazy, bro. He looks out his.
Dog, that tongue. Dog, y'all really trying to tell me that's not nah? I got a whole ass crackhead. Nah.
Look, I mean, it's not. It's animals.
No, come on, man. Bulbasaur looks cute. Bulbasaur looks cute. Snubbull looks cute. Cubone looks cute.
And then my man Lickitung just.
Okay, the last Pokemon they showed is kind of weird, but that's kind of on purpose.
Growlithe looked cute. Arcanine looked pretty nice.
What the? I'm just mad that he's voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
What's wrong?
It's
also, Jigglypuff is terrifying. It's 90% eyes.
I like it. It's cute.
Also, it's really weird to hear Pikachu curse. In the international version. Yeah, it's very weird.
Ninja's a whole ass alien. So what is this movie supposed to be about?
It's okay, so basically the main character, from what we understand, the main character, he's missing his father, and then Detective Pikachu woke up and is like, whoa, what the fuck happened here? I'm wearing a hat, and this hat belongs to your dad who disappeared. Let's see if we can figure something out and try to find out.
So Pikachu's his dad.
I don't know.
I'm just I'm sorry, like that's the first thing my mind went to. That's the first thing my mind went to is like, so his Pikachu wakes up.
Pikachu cusses in the movie. Oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mewtwo actually looks fucking bad. I like that.
Ooh, Volt Tackle. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not seeing this movie, so I'm gonna rely on you two to.
I'm watching it day one, so
I'm gonna rely on you two to actually go ahead and tell people about it.
Shaz, you're lagging mad.
Oof. It's really unfortunate.
Hey guys, Skype is always an option.
Oh, get him out of here.
Oh, there we go. Okay, you're good.
Oh, it was just because the trailer was playing. That's great. That's great. Makes you feel amazing.
Nah, I love this. This is SSJ quality production right here.
I hate you so much.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Oh, and now he's a black screen. And now he's black.
What the fuck?
What's happening, friends? Oh.
Mr. Mime looks cool.
Mr. Mime looks cool. Okay.
Oh, there we go. You're good. Honestly, Apom is the only one that I have an issue with. Like I saw that trailer. Huh?
Why Apom? What's wrong with Apom? He's the monkey.
He's super. Okay.
Is that I'm at? Look, I don't remember anything past like Diamond and Pearl, and definitely when you're pushing past like Ruby.
Oh, did you say what is Apom?
Yes.
Oh, I said what? I thought you said why. What? Yeah. What is the monkey with the tail? Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'll always ask my friend.
No, he just he's super cute in the anime, and he's like smiling. It's like, oh, is this? But now. No, but I liked everyone. Ludicolo was super hilarious when he popped up.
Ludicolo, take your girl.
High off his gourd, bro. He was.
No.
Ludicolo.
Pikachu says hell in the trailer, so
that's weird.
I thought you said he cursed.
Yep, he cursed. So this is gonna be a PG. Watch out, PG-13 Pokemon. You already know.
Oh no! Whatever will we do with a PG-13 Pokemon? I just want to. I want our Pokemon because I need to see somebody get fucked up. Like, just let like Charizard lose his arm in a fight. We'll be good. We'll be good.
That's definitely not happening.
You know, Pokemon, what is wrong with you?
Look, just somebody make it. Just turn it into like actual cockfighting. Let them get fucked up.
Actual cockfighting? My face, rip.
Your face is perfect. I love it.
Look, I'm lagging into the next dimension, friends.
Hey.
You know, wait, it's actually Discord. Hold on. What the hell?
Is it Discord?
Yeah, our actual connection is.
Okay, you look fine now. I don't know why. I don't know why this is happening.
How is it possible when two of you live like next to each other?
Help.
He has Verizon and I have Spectrum.
Wow.
Which is weird because I have the worst internet and he's the one lagging. So.
Be like that sometimes.
But yeah, no, the new Detective Pikachu movie looks pretty cool. I'm super interested. I'm gonna watch it with my friends when it comes out. So I guess we'll review it when that comes out.
Oh wow, my man's bringing new. Okay, I see you.
What do you mean?
Confirmed like 8-man episode. They'll go over the entire movie.
Where did you get that from?
That's what you just said. That's what you just said, bro.
I said I'm going to review it on SSJ. I don't know what you talking about.
You said you're gonna go see it with your friends and review it on SSJ.
And then I'm gonna come back.
No, you didn't see. You're changing what you said. All right.
I can't talk to. This is why. Just don't. We can't talk with Strix.
I'm doing my best.
Are you?
Yes.
I'm living my best life.
Yes, I am actually trying my best.
Okay.
See, the shirt even says it. I also own like 4 of these. It's amazing.
My shirt says Raul.
Oh, what's that from?
My shirt's gray.
Hokuto no Ken.
Okay. And Alejandro, I see you with the gray tones.
Yep. I mean, this is blue, but
you said the shirt was okay.
The shirt is gray. This has blue.
So overall, like I'm gonna be a little. Do we still think that Detective Pikachu is a good idea?
Yes.
Honestly,
I saw that first trailer, and I think
If the answer is between yes and no, I'm gonna have to say yes. Honestly. Yeah. If there's no in between, then yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
It looks fun. It looks like it's going to be a fun time.
I feel like people just love Ryan Reynolds at this point.
It's not even Ryan Reynolds. It just look that helps, but it's like
okay.
He's good at comedy. Good at comedy. So
I'm just gonna say I'll trust y'all. When does it come out?
Next month I think. No, either next month or May.
So, Miss Marvel and Infinity War and Spider-Man and like
I didn't even think about that.
I'm pretty sure we have like 3 big Marvel, and I don't think that it's competing with the movies.
Mm-hmm.
May 10th,
and if I gotta be honest, if I gotta be honest,
2 weeks after.
Go ahead. They pretty they recreated the Pokemon in terms of like what they would actually look like, and we were like pretty close, and like what people would think. It's like okay, I can have suspension of disbelief for that at least.
Oh, I mean, I'm asking the question, like, because y'all know how much they phone in these video game movies sometimes.
This isn't phone in. It doesn't look phone in.
This is not Dragon Ball Evolution.
It could be bad.
First of all, that's a great comedy. Stop down talking it.
Look, it could be bad as a movie goes, but I think as far as like being true to Pokemon, as far as the actual Pokemon themselves, I think it looks fine.
Do we know the name of the main character?
No.
And why is it Ashen?
It's like Battle Angel Alita. Shitty ass movie, but it's a good anime adaptation.
See, I haven't seen that. I haven't.
Bleach is still the best live action.
You're not wrong.
I don't know about that.
You're not wrong. That live action Bleach movie was
Bleach movie was actually lit. I'm not gonna even pretend.
Even though some of the people from the stage play should have been chosen instead of
facts.
Yep.
But that was still the best one.
No, Detective Pikachu was fun. It's gonna be a fun as hell 6 out of 10, or a pretty decent 7 out of 10.
Heard it here first, folks.
That's great.
6.5 out of 10 free.
Something's going on in my home. I don't know what the problem is. I'll be back. Y'all introduce the next topic.
Okay. All right. So, along with a new trailer for the Pokemon movie, we also get since we're already on movies, a news trailer for the Mewtwo Strikes Back movie came out, and we can't get a reaction. Sure.
Reaction. Oh. Anyway.
No, but I'll link it. I'll link it in chat for anyone who hasn't seen it, since we won't be able to show it on screen right now. But basically, they're remaking the original Pokemon movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, Pokemon the first movie, the one from 1998. You've definitely seen it, the one where Ash gets turned into stone and everything. But they're remaking that movie. Come on, 1998, dog. You shut your fucking ass up, man. But yeah, they're remaking it in completely in CGI, and honestly, this is just their way of flexing off how good their CG is, because say what you want about the character models, like the actual humans, they don't look fantastic.
They look kind of gross.
They don't look gross, but they don't they don't look amazing. But the actual Pokemon. The Pokemon and the environment
looks so good for no reason.
Ooh. Because here's the thing. Even though I think OLM is the one behind this. Let me check. Okay. But it just seems like they're flexing off how well they can do CGI. Because
I think so too.
Honestly, Oriental Light and Magic, the studio behind the Pokemon anime, they have really good CGI. If you look at Pokemon X and Y and Pokemon XYZ, there's a lot of CGI implementation with the environments and everything in terms of how the Pokemon's battle, and their Pokemon too. Just the Pokemon CGI itself, it looks really good. It reminds me of like the trailers for like the trailers we get for when they showed the starters. It's like, oh, look at this nice ass CGI. But it looks nice. It looks like a nice ass Pokemon movie. I'm excited. I will probably not see it in theaters because I haven't done that ever. But it looks nice. Any opinions, Shaz?
I'm probably not gonna watch it either. When does it come out actually?
It comes out in the summer.
Maybe if I'm bored. I don't know.
July 12th. And yeah, it's completely made by OLM, so.
Yeah, but yeah, again, the actual characters themselves are kind of just, but which is what most people on Twitter are like roasting. And again, they're piggybacking off of that to like roast the Pokemon and the environment, which I think is completely unfounded. It looks great, personally speaking. I mean, it's the original Pokemon movie. We know what it's going to be like, and if they just want to do it because it's like, I mean, it's a smart move, honestly, because the people who watched that, the first Pokemon movie are now adults who probably have children. So they're like, we can take our children to watch Pokemon movies. And I can understand this one too, because I'm not caught up with all 8 generations or whatever it's going to be at this point. So
yeah, it's going to be the 8th gen, I think. But
Shouts to Gen.
Nope. Dude,
don't even know if it's good yet.
It's been over a decade since Diamond and Pearl.
Gross.
Fuck, man. Nah, it honestly looks fine. A lot of people were like, "Oh, look at this Jump Force DLC characters." It's like, it doesn't look that bad, dog. Like, give it a chance. Let more trailers come out so we can actually see it in motion. It's like,
the fact that people called this Jump Force the movie, Jump Force looks like garbage. The actual models in that game aren't bad, but it's like they had no time to polish it. It just looks like they made it and dumped it in without like having an anime filter or like making every character unique or whatever. It's just, the game still probably wouldn't have been good, but it could have looked better. Could have fooled us. But yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that cute ass. Ooh. Look at that sexy ass. Look at that snack ass motherfucker come back here.
Welcome back, Stonks.
But Strix, if you wanna, we're talking about the. Oh. Okay. All right. If you. If you wanna put up the Mewtwo Strikes Back trailer, then go ahead. If you haven't seen it yet, you can watch it. So that
everybody, they're gonna lag out. Don't blame me.
So you can put in your input. So yeah, Strix is an entirely CGI anime. So yeah, and it's literally the original movie, the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, just all in CGI, just so they can flex on everyone. It's the 20th anniversary. Is that what it is?
But
like 20.
Why?
It's like something like that. It's an anniversary.
It's an anniversary, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something.
Also to show how good their CGI is.
Pretty much.
Because their CGI is really fucking
Characters
good.
not really included. The Pokemon, yes.
But do I get the card? Like, do I get the cardigan?
70% there.
do I get the cardigan?
Do I get the Mewtwo card? No, the Mew card? Yeah, the Mew card with the... I still had that for a while, dude. I don't know where it is at this point.
I mean, I think, to be honest, I'm only worried about basically one scene in the entire movie. Okay, yeah.
You talking about?
Yeah, that.
I told them earlier that was a spoiler, and
I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, I don't feel particularly bad.
Yeah, true. No, real shit.
I was a child when this movie came out, and I'm 25. We're talking.
This movie came out in 1998.
Oh, I wasn't even in this country.
It's been 20 years though.
Yeah, you're good. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, if you got spoiled just now, nah.
You never know.
But even still, you have no context if you just said what you said.
You know what? Anash's probably never seen it.
There is no context to what you just said, though. Like, anybody that's seen the movie knows what he means by the stone scene. Those that haven't wouldn't have any context. But yes.
Wait, rewatched that movie after not seeing it since I was in elementary school.
Pretty good.
It's not that great.
It's pretty good.
It's not that great.
It's pretty good for when it came out.
It's a decent 5 out of 10.
I will make the argument it is a kids movie that is okay for the 90s. Things have changed. Things have very much changed.
Okay.
We live in an era of Moana and Up and all these other.
It's a decent kids movie. It's a pretty good kids movie. As a whole.
Why are we criticizing children for their enjoyment? Why do you hate children, Alejandro? Remember, everybody.
Because the children who watch those movies are now 20 fucking years old. So
all I'm saying,
and you're gonna watch it again.
Is 13 degrees, 13 seconds, and you hate kids.
Oh.
13 seconds and you hate kids. Why is this happening, Alejandro? Just let the kids be happy. Let them dream.
I will say though that scene did get me emotional though. So. I will.
It's top 3 sad scenes. It's top 3 sad scenes. It doesn't beat Mufasa.
It's
well, yeah.
I say I got emotional, but honestly, it was more of a this is kind of sad, and then it just kind of went away because the scene kept going and it wasn't that great. That scene was not that great. Looking back on it now, that scene was not that great. There was a lot of stuff that they could have done to make it better.
What? But, that scene, the stone scene.
I plan on reviewing that movie, so I'm not going to talk about it here.
But I think that scene has a lot more to do with the emotional weight of the games at the time.
I'll talk about it.
I'm talking about like as a fan. I'm not going to go anything else.
No, okay.
With that said, all right. So, I mean, it's another. We have 2 Pokemon movies.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a pretty significant year for Pokemon, if I'm being honest.
Because the Mewtwo movie is coming out in July.
Okay.
Yeah.
So usually, anybody that knows the people over at Nintendo, end of the year, they always like to drop a certain type of a game. That seems related to these past 2 topics.
It's not every year. It's like every 3 or 4 years.
Is it really? It feels like every year.
It's not every year.
It's like every 3 or 4 years.
It really feels like we get Pokemon every year.
The last game was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It really feels like every year.
Unless you include Let's Go, which
Yes. Yes.
No.
No, I think that's the issue. Is I said a Pokemon game. I didn't say a Pokemon RPG game.
Mainline Pokemon RPGs
No.
come out every 3 or 4 years.
Nah, y'all are hating. Y'all are hating on Pokemon Let's Go. It blew up on Twitch for like a week.
Well, if that's the case, a game came out every year for Kingdom Hearts then.
That's not true at all. 15 years, 10 games. 15 years, 8 games.
I'm just hearing
The math doesn't work. The math doesn't work.
I'm just hearing
The math doesn't work.
Now.
You want me to go into
the
Kingdom
focus,
Hearts?
Strix?
Well, they didn't release the game. It got updates. It got updates. It got updates. It got updates. Updates aren't games. Updates aren't games. Updates aren't games. Updates aren't games.
Oh, it got updates.
Go back to translating Gundam
it
shit.
Got updates. Oh, it got updates. I was a fucking idiot. Sorry,
Yes.
guys. It got updates.
Yes, updates. Just because you're happy that you get Pokemon, you get to touch little animals again. All right, leave me alone. All right, but we got a new Pokemon game coming out. They've given up on any type of colors and or mythical stones, and is that the only thing they've ever used? Colors and mythical stones? Mythical stones, gemstones. Sorry, I said mythical stones. Sorry.
Sun and Moon was a thing. X and Y was a thing.
Celestial bodies.
Okay, so they've continued the train of just not having anything else to title their things.
No.
So like, first to you, Shaz, in classic Japanese fashion, why did they go with sword instead of spear and shield? Doesn't the spear pierce the shield?
'Cause sword and shield.
Maybe
But-
I think the sword and shield has a bigger relevance to Like-
Europe.
yeah.
To who?
It's based off Europe. It's based in UK. So.
Oh, see, like y'all got it. I told you to introduce the topic. See.
Second.
Let me be a little bit more serious. No, but a new Pokemon game is coming out with a new region that's supposed to be Europe. Wait, which game was supposedly set in France?
X and Y.
Was
So
it?
no, X and Y was France.
Oh,
this is
This is
UK.
this is Brexit Europe. Got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just asking the questions. I have questions. All right. The gameplay is Pokemon.
Is that the region? Is that the reason why you can't go to different regions in this game?
Hey, think about it. We found the lore, dog. That's what you get when you come to the SSJ cast. The real, the feel,
Don't work no more.
the realest lore ever.
Mm.
Yo.
So Pokemon Sword and Shield. They also showed off
Three starters.
the 3 starters. Why do I get the feeling they're just cycling Pokemon at this point?
What do you
They're
mean?
not.
The green one is definitely just like
No, this is a
a
monkey.
Infernape.
So we can have monkeys now.
I'm just
You know there are different types
it's
of
the
monkeys, right?
start. I'm just saying. It reminded me of
I think you're
Infernape.
Mad at the wrong thing.
I'm not mad. It reminded me of Infernape. Like in this. First of all, I'm gonna say this. I've always picked the fire starter. With that said, why did they make the water starter the best? Again,
It's not. It's not.
who's the best?
The
The
group.
monkey one. Yeah,
Monkey.
Grookey is definitely the best one.
Nah, water's
Yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
best boy. Water's best boy.
Why do you keep just tell? First of all, Infernape was like 15 years ago. By the way,
Mhm.
why are you mad?
I don't play Pokemon super often, bro.
Then why are you mad about it?
I didn't say I was mad. Why are we gotta be mad? Highlight these. Don't go on Twitter and search these up. You'll find a lot of them.
Please
Don't.
don't.
No. The middle one specifically. That's.
Yeah, please don't.
With that said, if I were going to describe them, there's Green Infernape, All Might, and Surprised Fish.
I like that one. No, that is literally just All Might though. That's
I'm
literally
just-
just Baby All Might.
Well,
I
the
like
fire
that one.
starter is always based on the Chinese zodiac, so it's not a joke.
So it's the year of the bunny, then?
Probably, yeah. Or one of the zodiac signs. It's
I'm,
not
that's
necessarily the year.
that's
Yeah, it's not necessarily the year. I don't
That
know if
is-
it is.
No,
this
yeah,
year,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they
No,
definitely.
I think it
changed
was Year of the Pig this year, wasn't it?
so. Which
Probably.
years? So we've had a pig. I'm trying to think of all the fire starters now. All right, while y'all do that, look,
We've had what?
keep
we've had a
talking. I'll
dragon.
figure
I
it
know
out.
it's not Charizard. Isn't really a dragon, but we have a dragon.
It's
had-
Pig this year.
Yeah.
Well, we already had a pig.
Yeah,
we
it's
had a
important.
pig. We had a
Best
monkey.
fire starter.
We've had a
No, what are you talking about?
Embor's my.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up, Shaz.
I think they said the only ones we're missing were a rabbit, which is now an ox, and a snake. I think we're only missing.
No, we're missing more than that. I think.
Dragon.
No, that's Charizard.
Charizard's supposed to be the dragon.
That's not a dragon.
Well, he is when
it's
he
close
has
enough.
balls.
That's not a dragon.
It's close
Yikes.
enough. So we have tiger, rat, pig, dog.
We've had tiger.
We haven't had rat.
Rooster, monkey. We're missing sheep, horse, snake, rabbit, or we just got rabbit and ox.
Horse.
No,
Cool.
rat is supposed to be Cyndaquil.
I think so, cause he's like a molar.
He's a
I
mouse.
forget what he's called.
He's a mouse.
He's something. I forget what he's
Is it
specifically.
mouse?
Yeah, he's
pretty sure.
something specifically. I
He's a
forget what that-
rodent.
Yeah, he's a rodent.
Okay.
So we got the rabbit, which means we're gonna get an ox, a snake, a horse, and a sheep. Then what are they gonna do?
They'll
Recycle.
They'll remake Gen 1 again.
Yep.
Is this the only one that does that? Do the other starters have any?
We've already had a rooster. We've had a Blaziken.
Yeah.
Who said rooster?
Huh?
Did I say rooster?
I think
Yeah,
so.
you said chicken or rooster, something like that. Yeah, we've had that.
Did I? Snake, horse, sheep, ox.
Yep, snake horse.
I'm gonna argue why the fucking fox counts as a dog, but that's a whole different story.
It's close enough.
Oh, we're going close enough, Shaz. I can bring up some other things that are close enough.
Like Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, I'm just trying to let you know what they did. I don't know how to tell you this.
All right, but do the other starters have a similar lineup? Like,
No.
Nope, just the fire one.
I think that's a lie. I think there's some lore there that somebody knows.
Nope.
Is there a pattern? What
Is there secret lore? Does anyone in the chat?
Yo,
know secret lore?
chat, you got to know the secret lore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I pulled up a thing, and I have no clue how right this is because I'm just straight up going off of Google image search. But apparently,
You want to put the screen up?
Man, this is on Reddit. So I'm not gonna be able to verify any of this. All right. So.
Okay. I'm gonna need to.
That's Strix already. I don't know already, dog. I'm
You
gonna let
don't
you know right
see
now, dog. No, I see it. I'm gonna let you know right now, dog.
I don't understand this column at all. This makes sense. What the f is this, dog?
Somebody actually made this, bro. Somebody actually spent time making this.
All right, so real quick. All right, so dinosaur, prehistoric animals, I get that. All right, cool.
Okay.
Right.
Chinese zodiac, I can ride. Even weapons here make sense.
Yeah,
What
that's
the
a cannon.
fuck weapon is that? Or that? Okay, that makes sense. That's a trident. That's a spear.
Wait, what is? Yeah, what is wrong with that
Ninja
weapon?
star.
Okay. Balls.
Bubbles? Hey, you know.
I just don't get these two. What weapons are
vice grips?
Which one for alligator and Swampert? Yeah, Swampert. I don't know what weapon is Swampert supposed to be.
I don't get what either one of those is supposed to be.
Maxi pads?
Oh my god. Alright, well, it was fun.
I don't know.
We're also not gonna talk about how on the right side they also have like genetics. Ancient creature, unique evolution, myths.
That seems even less
empires. All right, Shaz, I'm asking you for the Eastern lore. I'm just. What Eastern lore does this fit as empires?
Well, the samurai to samurai, so that's probably Japanese, and then I'm guessing the last two are maybe Chinese, because Embor's got
Chinese zodiac.
Yeah, so that's one, and then I mean that's just a dragon. Dragons are in every
JRPG. You gave up. You gave up.
Wait, no. Yeah. So we got the tank. We got the
mage,
the mage
and the rogue
and
the rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So there we go.
god.
And then the circus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes
one
sense.
actually makes sense.
Somebody's going out of their way. Nah, that's. I'm looking for somebody to explain to me the water Pokemon. Weapons. I forgot clowns are weapons.
Hey, bubbles are weapons, bro. So are balls, you know.
I don't understand.
Apparently.
I'm good on everything but like water Pokemon. Like I can even see it. It's just two of those don't make sense.
Yep.
What are Feraligatr and fucking Swampert supposed to be?
I don't know what you want me to say at this point.
You're the one with all the lore. Oh, and Polion is the Emperor, whatever the fucking other thing is. It's the Samurai, and Greninja is the Ninja. The middle one, the one with the spear as a head.
Yeah.
Or the sword.
Samurai.
Yeah, that's Samurai.
It's not Samurai or
people. Y'all out here in Pokemon really. I got y'all. We found it. Shout out to Google. I am still on here because I am a crackhead.
Wait, so what weapon is Sabo gonna become?
You about to be mad as hell, bro, when you see the stretch. All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
What is this? Someone made this for their middle school project. Oh God!
All right. So look, the left two columns, we're good on those. Those we already said.
That's confirmation. That's confirmed. Chinese Zodiac makes sense.
Look, you can even see them, boom, next to each other. Makes sense. Prehistoric animals, in case you didn't believe, you can see, like, that's definitely Littlefoot's grandpa. He died in the movie. Shout out. Mm-hmm. He didn't die. I'm just talking about some shit. All right, cool. Now this is where we got a problem. Cool, Blastoise, get your RPG.
Yep, tank or bazooka. Makes sense. He's got him on his back. No arguments. How? How are those?
For those that are listening to the audio version of this, Feraligatr is supposed to be brass knuckles.
How?
I can kind of see Swampert. I can kind of see it.
The fan makes sense. With that said, that's not like an easy to get reference.
It's still a stretch, though.
Mr. Fantastic is looking to upgrade his powers.
You could have told me armor. I would have believed the pads on his arms or armor or something. But brass knuckles, dog?
I mean,
is it okay? Hold on. All right, I got a theory. All right, it's not the character, but it's like whatever's coming off of them. So the cannons, the spikes are supposed to be like a pair of brass knuckles. That's why they're kind of shaped awkwardly. The fans are coming off of his body. The spear is coming off of the trident's off his face. Spear off of there. Greninja's pointy as fuck.
Sword, it's not a spear.
I don't give a fuck. It looks like a spear.
I don't know why it would make more sense if it was a spear.
Thank you.
It can actually take off its.
Greninja's just pointy as fuck. That's all we're gonna say. Greninja's just pointy as fuck.
What about after? What's
Sabo gonna be?
Strix? No. But what's the seal one?
The seal.
What's the one from Sun and Moon?
I gotta go deep. I gotta go back into the lore to find that. Hold on. Gotta go back into the lore.
The ball. Which one's the ball one?
Yeah.
Which was the water bubble one?
Dog, look.
What is Sabo gonna become, Strix? Answer my question. What is
you gotta give me a second.
He's like a chameleon.
What weapons can turn to a PS4 controller, dog?
Water Pokemon connection.
Sabo's gonna be the cloak of invisibility. Who?
I don't even know.
Y'all can keep talking. Y'all don't have to wait for me.
We're trying to stall. I don't know what you want from me. I mean, so okay. Wait, if Grookey's gonna be like, is Grookey gonna be like a King Kong type of thing then for prehistoric? I know it's not actually prehistoric, but just.
I mean, we've had 4 different type of monkeys before. 4.
Mm-hmm. But if we're going with the prehistoric thing for, grass starters.
I mean, that makes sense. You can find enough dinosaurs that they probably match up. That's a close enough thing. It's just, bro, I'm still trying to figure out. You said balls? I'm really trying to figure out what's coming off of the thing to be able to define that. Like, I see some spikes. I see like flowing hair.
The seal? It's a circus.
I think she's wearing a tiara. Is tiara a weapon technically?
Look, we're just gonna let it go. And if you're asking me what the new starter is gonna be, looking at the basic design of the new starter, I'm calling it right now.
Which is a chameleon.
He's gonna be a chakram.
It's
Next topic.
Yep.
All right, we're done with
Y'all,
this.
I'm sitting up here 100%. Like, chat, they let me keep going. That's not on me.
Next topic. All right.
I thought you had something.
Strix, Evo.
All right. This is where I get to have fun.
You weren't having fun before?
Oh, no. If anybody that knows me this week knew that I had the most fun.
Hey,
so,
guys, you smell that?
It's the lack of showers. Okay, so
that's
no, seriously. I'm gonna try to keep the jokes to a minimum. Evo got announced this week. We got the games for it. They said after we got into what's it called? After we got into Evo Japan, that they would be announcing the next week the games that were coming out. So we got a few games to talk about. Some interesting choices, but still. So let's start from the top. The first game they announced was something that I think all of us collectively could say made complete sense. If you've been watching the scene this year, especially if you watched Evo Japan, it was super hype. It was super on point. They first up announced Tekken 7. Tekken has new characters dropping. That dropped yesterday. Julia and Negan. They've finished their season 2 season pass.
A lot of support for that game.
And people are already looking at season 3 and basically saying, like, we'll buy more. This is really good. If you didn't and haven't been watching Tekken, get into it, because even if you don't 100% understand, the matches have been really dope.
Real quick, have you guys seen the new Keith Crew video?
Yes, I have.
No.
Okay.
It's great.
I have not.
It's the it's how whatchamacallit?
How people reacted
to 2019.
Same
video I sent you last time.
I will
Strix
find
with
out.
2019.
Okay.
We can watch that later.
But yeah, like, and Tekken as well, something that's, there have been some consistent winners, but it seems like almost when you think the Tekken like scene is getting a little bit cut and dry, like Evo Japan, relatively unknown dude. I don't want to say unknown, but a lot of the big names were out pretty much by top 8.
They really got out real early.
It was like, I mean, Jazz, we had a king in top 3 at Evo.
Crazy.
Just a dude that nobody really knew. A lot of times where, like, yeah, the normal people.
Shaheen, like, what?
A lot of people, like, won that were expected, but at the same time, there was enough surprises and even just enough people to make things work. Like, I mean, in Evo Japan, Jimmy was carrying the hopes of the country.
My boy Jimmy trying, please.
But no, it was really good, and I'm happy to see it coming back to Evo. Should be a lot of fun to watch. Last year was definitely entertaining. Shout out to Shaz once again playing a top tier character in a game and it being proven at Evo. All right.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
After that, we got kind of into weird territory because we started getting, like, you thought they might fake you out with a few things, but we got the standard Street Fighter 5.
Yep.
Of course.
We still don't know what's going on with that game this year. We're going to find out something in March. They have announced that. March and November are the big dates. But beyond that, Street Fighter 5, it's been relatively quiet in my opinion. I haven't heard too much out of the...
I mean, but it's Street Fighter, so it's like...
yeah.
It's Evo and Street Fighter.
It's Street
Fighter. It makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a lot to say, except Problem X, I need you to get that back to back, bro. Get that back to back.
I'm still waiting for this Rashid costume to come out.
No. He doesn't need anything more.
He won, so he gets the Capcom. He gets the costume.
Well, the 2 for the Capcom Pro Tour this year are. Oh, I have to look it up. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but they've already announced the Capcom Pro Tour skins.
Oh, for those the specific ones.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The ones for Capcom Pro Tour it's 2 dudes. It's 2 of the bigger body dudes too. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Next up is the game that came as kind of the first big surprise in the list of things.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising.
Oh,
honestly.
Sagat and Kage.
Yeah, Sagat and Kage. Thank you. Yeah, so 2 of the 2 final characters of last year's season pass.
Yeah.
Definitely trying to,
buy that character. Yeah.
Convince people to buy. Now,
Yeah,
with that said, when we talk about Arc systems, there's a lot of games people would predict to show up here. I think all 3 of us, a lot of people would have predicted Guilty Gear. to come back. One, last year it was hype. It's always enjoyable. Like, everybody was really into it from what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the easiest thing to say about this year, barring Tekken and Street Fighter, mainly because they didn't have a new release, Evo's pushing for, like, the newcomers. The new games just getting into seeing the
Makes
Pokemon.
sense.
I mean, Cross Tag was there last year, too.
Yeah.
But it's still new. It's like...
And like Alejandro said, but their newest release has been Cross Tag Battle. That and we'll go ahead and spoil another one that comes up, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Those are their two new big titles.
Which is
Dragon Ball FighterZ, FighterZ literally broke records in terms of viewerships last year, so of course that's gonna come back. That's a big name.
I'm gonna bet money it does not get the same viewership this year.
No. It's not gonna get the same, but it's still gonna be big.
I think so.
No.
I think it's not. Also, it's not having. It does not seem to have the best time slot this year.
It doesn't.
That's the rumor.
Well.
That's the rumor.
Yeah, that's
that's at least the rumors I've been kind of hearing. All right, so we got Cross Tag Battle. Next up, we hit a few more new games. That being Soul Calibur or Smash Ultimate. Let me say Smash Ultimate first. Yeah. We'll get back to that. That's a whole discussion in and of itself. Soul Calibur 6 was announced.
That's cool.
Yep. Mortal Kombat 11 is dropping. NRS was going to have a spot, especially with Mortal Kombat being what Mortal Kombat is. It's going to be sitting up there.
Yep.
And then the last two. And then the shit to follow.
Well, there's one that does. I'm actually crazy surprised about because I didn't even think it was going to come out.
So,
yeah, me too.
To go along with this, a new trailer, and I would have to pull up the trailer, which I will do in a second. The new trailer came out for... that's Samurai Showdown, and it was told to be coming out early summer 2019. So, like, a June release, which didn't... Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Tekken 7 did, like, a May or June release into being an Evo that year. Yes, it's Tekken, but it was something like that. Tekken 7...
Tekken came out March.
March. What came out in June?
A
fighting game came out in June.
I think that might have been an arcade release. Hold on. Let's see.
I would have to.
Retribution.
I'm not sure.
I just find it funny because
there was another
Skullgirls came out months before Evo. That didn't get in, but this is coming out like 2 months before Evo.
Let's finish this up because then that'll bring up the whole discussion that is believed to be around a lot of this. Last but not least, and probably the game that, like, there was a chance. It was like the 10% chance. Like, everybody was kind of like, I mean, if you did something like it, you'd do it. But it probably won't happen. Under Night, In Birth.
Said the whole thing.
We're just going to go with latest. EXE latest. I hope I got that right.
Unist. Just say Unist.
Unist, yes. If you have never seen this game, it is probably the best anime fighter that exists.
It's a very technical anime fighter.
Yeah.
It has an amazing tutorial system as well. You will see it. I'm going to say that right now. If you're listening to this or if you're on, if you are on watching the video, we will probably be playing this. I think all of us have a plan to at least before Evo dabble, get together, try the game out. Because I've
always wanted to. It looks like a cool game, so.
Yeah, it has all the de facto anime characters.
Without a doubt.
That you're in love with. And yeah, with Under Night being in the conversation, 9 games. Okay, Unist, because I'm not going to remember to say In Birth. Unist being in the game. There's a couple of notable things that didn't happen. So going back to the Smash Ultimate thing. First and foremost, for a game that has nearly been on the Evo stage for 2 decades, Smash Brothers Melee no longer has a main slot. Guilty Gear is not up there.
Though there's reasons we can talk about for that one.
Amongst other surprises, if you didn't see Evo Japan, you might be asking, where's Dead or Alive 6? If you saw Evo Japan, you're looking at like...
Yeah, there's no Dead or Alive 6.
He got them the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, there's no Dead or Alive 6. Sorry, friends.
Big no.
And, I don't think anything else super surprising regardless of those games. Like, you have the 2 big mainstays in Tekken 7 and Street Fighter. You have a Smash Bros. Game, which is controversial, but then you just have kind of all the games that came out in the last year and a half that have been pretty big. Cross Tag Battle is entertaining to watch.
This is a pretty weeby Evo. It's like super weeby Evo.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Anime. Yeah.
So let's get into the controversy. Melee not being on the list. I'm going to ask this. I'm going to be me about it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you all feel about Melee not making it in Evo?
I'm happy. I'm super okay.
I'm personally happy as well. Not because I don't want those people to succeed, but I think from a business standpoint, it makes way too much sense not to like promote new games. It just.
But at the same time, at a business standpoint, Melee brings the biggest numbers.
It does. That's true. But I also want to argue that people, like, oh, Melee's not dead, dude.
Yeah.
Melee has so many tournaments after this. It's crazy. They don't need Evo to survive. So I think if one game had to go, I think Melee was the best choice. Even though it brings in a ton of numbers, if we want to bring that fact in, because it is true.
Yeah.
At the same time, it can also survive without Evo. So I think that was like the best choice, if I'm being completely honest. There's nothing that says it can't be brought back. So.
Yeah.
If Samurai Showdown doesn't do well, they could literally just be like, "Hey."
So, going in with what y'all are just saying, for those that know, there's I'll say there's rumors. There is no confirmation because I don't think you're gonna get a confirmation on a rumor like this. A lot of people are saying that Samurai Showdown is there mostly because the devs paid for it to be on the main stage.
That is produced by SNK, which is
what money?
SNK. I could believe it if it was every other company, but SNK might be one of the most broke companies I've ever seen in my life.
I'm not gonna take the statement that was made because it tried to cover all games, and money doesn't factor into Unist at all.
French bread.
Well, the reason Unist is on there, from what I understand, is that
they've been doing it for
not on the main stage. Yeah. Not on the main stage, but on the side, it's been getting a lot of popularity and it's been growing.
Well, Arxis helped them too, because Arxis helped them with stuff like Blaze Blue's tag battle as well. So, like, Arxis was like, we got cross tag, we can kind of push, Unist a little bit too.
Unist has just been growing.
But yeah,
look, they've done what actually went down, but just thinking about the companies and the games they represent, it's kind of like Samurai Showdown doesn't make sense money wise. Like,
it feels like they took another shot at like an unknown game that is unknown to a lot of the new generation. Again, the last like Samurai Showdown, the original is back from like mid to late 90s.
Yeah, that's a 90s game.
That's been out for a while.
And so it's an idea that they're giving it a shot in a world that, to me, otherwise, I don't know if that game would ever get a main stage on Evo. If it, maybe this year. But it's definitely not a guarantee far beyond. I'm pulling up the trailer for those that don't know what Samurai Showdown is.
Yeah, it looks super fun. It looks like it has like the graphics of Street Fighter 4, but if it was upgraded a little bit, and it's just
the last game was literally 10 years ago.
Yep.
But the
last game or the last main game?
There's a lot of apparently interesting mechanics. There's disarm mechanics, catching your opponent's weapons.
It doesn't look like that's going to be part of this.
There is a moment that disarm is, at least it looks like, to be a part of it.
I think Maximilian was talking about Sam Show is you do more damage if you hit your opponent's back as well.
Yes,
I believe.
So we'll see which mechanics they bring forward. Like, all right, so that's kind of the hit.
That does like 90% damage.
But Alejandro, to go what we were talking about, and I shout out to Maximilian, dude, for pointing it out. You can see here the dude's sword pops out and sticks in the ground.
Okay.
So it seems like they're bringing at least some of those mechanics back. The issue with it is it has an early summer release, and
it's already March.
It's going to be playable at PAX East,
which is when. So
my question is, like, if I'm being honest, this makes sense
this doesn't make sense to me.
No, I want to say this type of a choice would make sense for a Mortal Kombat, would make sense for a Street Fighter.
I mean, Mortal Kombat's there, so
even for like a Smash, there's an established community. They can get the game out to people, and like there's a known quantity of people.
DOA 6. If it wasn't for that let's be real. If it wasn't for that whole,
I think DOA 6 would have been up there.
Yeah,
I
DOA
think
6 would have been up
I
there.
think
But
I think
after that,
I think because to anybody out there that is talking about this being a paid advertisement, DOA has shown that they're willing to throw money at Evo.
Yeah.
And I think if they don't fuck up that last advertisement, and whether or not you feel like they fucked up, if he has to pull the feed and write an apology statement, you fucked
it's
up.
bad. It's real bad.
It's a fuck up for American viewers. It's not a fuck up for Japanese viewers. But this is very much like we need to grow on the American brand. So
and again, there's nothing that says that they can't come back next year. But this year, it's not happening.
Yeah,
it's not happening.
It was just.
I mean, we already know it's not happening because they said it's not happening. But still,
it's to me really interesting.
We watched it live, by the way. It was
the funniest shit ever to watch live. And like literally everybody was just kind of like, does he know about this? He can't know about this. Does he know? And then it went down.
We knew when he found out about it.
Yup.
The whole stream went down.
But shout out to Core Values. Shout outs to Core
Values.
But yeah, with everything said and done, Melee is the big conversation. My opinion on it is Melee, you've had 20 years. Yep. Every game gets rotated out. You have a new game, which the vast majority of the community seems behind in Ultimate. Melee people like it. Smash 4 and Wii U people like it. People are playing the game. This is a chance.
We don't need two of the same titles on the lineup.
Well, I was supposed to say, like, not to cut Strix off, but I think that's a good way for Evo, Mr. Wizard, and all the people running it to just try out new things anyway, because they lost their main breadwinners. They lost Marvel. Marvel's not there at all. The series is dead as far as.
I have opinions on next year about that. I think
I know
3 years, 2 to 3 years without a
Marvel
game. I'm betting money we'll have a Marvel at Evo.
Right. No, I agree. But right now, as far as Evo is concerned, we have no Marvel presence at all. I don't know about side events or whatever, but
now they're like some, but it's
And then of course Melee's not here either. Dragon Ball's kind of filling the spot for Marvel because of Tag Fighter, and it's super popular. We'll see about the numbers again. I don't think it's going to do nearly as well, but it'll still probably do decent. If we're going by just registration as well, it's like bottom 2.
Also, in terms of Guilty Gear not being there, because Guilty Gear's been there for a while too, but like the reason it not being there either is because from what I've seen, there is a new game in development.
There's a big opinion that we'll probably see the trailer for the new game.
Also, it doesn't matter because they still have 2 Arxis games up there anyway.
Arxis just has been putting out quality games that are great viewing experiences as well as playing.
Yeah. They're super whatchamacallit, viewer friendly and super easy to get into. Their tutorials are consistently the best in fighting games.
Yeah.
Easily the easiest.
Overall though, I think Evo will be interesting this year to the Melee community. Y'all have plenty of other tournaments. You will still have Evo, you just won't be on main stage. Like it was gonna come to a point where the game eventually had to leave, and I think you got the best send off of any game at Evo.
Marvel didn't get a send off,
where they actually
acknowledged it and made a video about it. They made a goodbye video, bro.
People saw that as more disrespectful than anything else.
But dude, you got to understand that the idea is that they respect the history that is with Melee.
Well, they saw it as disrespectful because it's close to them, and I can understand that, right? You didn't want a video saying goodbye. You don't want that.
You're really gonna give us a eulogy?
Because it just looks like it looks patronizing, and it might be, but it's still, I like Strix said, it's the best way. Usually, how games are just gone is that they're just not there for Evo and they don't say anything about it. Whereas Melee, they acknowledge the fact that dude, you guys are have held it down for literally 2 decades. And again, I think that's a huge deal as well, because as much as probably Mr. Wizard doesn't care about Melee, it's kind of like Melee's one of the few games where they can not be at Evo and still be okay. It's still going to hurt them, but they're going to be okay.
I forget where I heard this as well. When somebody brought up that Melee is from an older generation of fighting games where a lot of modern people, I can speak to all of us because I don't want to speak super broad. But we don't just watch one game. We kind of even if we don't necessarily play it, we dabble in the other games. Cross tag wasn't necessarily my thing when I first saw it, but I still have seen it. it looks interesting. I can hold my attention.
I think we have an interest in the medium itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Melee, I think they are a great community. They get a lot of shit. I don't want to take that away. There's shit on both sides.
Of course.
That could be taken so many. That wasn't meant to be a joke.
You can smell it too.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I know you're actually.
But I think that like Ultimate has its chance, and I mean, Fatted, you brought up a good point. After what happened last year, I think two Smash games wasn't like this is the year to do it. If you do not do it, and we've had this conversation off cast.
Yes.
If you do not get rid of Melee this year, you can't get rid of it
Mhm.
until absolutely the game is dead, which will not happen.
Yeah.
Until it is legitimately regulated to a side tournament. Ultimate, Shaz was pointing this out. It is backed by Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is the game that Nintendo is pushing just as hard as anybody else.
You can buy Ultimate. You know.
You can get
you
an
can buy
update
Melee.
for.
Yeah. You can buy Melee, but it's not going to support Nintendo. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that makes a lot of like factors that brings a lot to the table, and whether or not you want to call it esports, whether or not you want to call it
Business, whatever.
whatever you want to say, I think if you only want to watch Melee, SmashCon is the next week.
Yeah, it's literally a week after.
Yep.
And like rather than saying Evo doesn't matter, like you can be sad. I'm not saying not to be sad.
Without a doubt.
Every community has to go through this at some point.
Let's not get it twisted. It sucks.
Yes.
Because if that's the game you spent 20 years and people have had children and grew up watching Evo like, okay, this year we're gonna have Melee. I'm gonna get good at Melee one day and compete at Evo. Like people have thought about this and made a career for themselves. So I totally understand that point. But at the same time, it helps that Ultimate is also a good game for Evo because they can help push out Melee in that way as a business thing because Melee players like Ultimate. Melee players play Ultimate. I see streams of Armada, Mango, Leffen, people playing Ultimate. They're like, this game's good. Like,
I think in general, Ultimate has a better reception than the Wii U.
I think I was about to say if Melee had to leave Evo due to another Smash Brothers, I think most people would agree they'd rather lose to Ultimate than like Smash 4.
Yeah.
Like. You can't be mad at a game that's like great, like tech wise, close to Melee, which Melee players consider good in terms of like speed and stuff, and has all the characters. Like, but that's kind of hard. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of.
I think that I wanted to see Evo this year. I think it's going to be a good year. They have an interesting, diverse. It's going to be an interesting
year.
I think there's going to be a lot of announcements this year.
Oh, 100%. I think I'm going to bet that we see, because we're gonna probably see something out of Tekken.
Dragon Ball confirmed.
Yeah, Dragon Ball, Tekken, Street Fighter. I think is still gonna announce something.
BlazBlue is probably gonna be announcing because they're starting to roll out new DLC characters.
Probably more Arcana Heart characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope we see. If we don't see a Guilty Gear trailer, then I hope we see it in the Arc Sys.
Like Strix was saying,
Grand Blue is a thing.
Yeah,
that is a thing.
Like there's a lot of fighting games still on the floor.
Smash is still a thing after Joker. They're gonna probably have somebody else. So,
I think every game that's in the top.
Yeah,
I bet we'd actually.
Under Night is a pretty recently new game, so
I can see them coming out one new character still.
I think we would, and we probably has Mortal Kombat announced the season pass yet? If not,
if they haven't, they will. I'm assuming they will.
Evo would
I think they have. I think they have.
It'll drop at Evo, and we'll get characters. We'll get characters like a character.
Yeah, just about every game is gonna get a character.
Because that's what happened last year. Like in between pretty much every game. I mean, even if it wasn't necessarily related, like Soul Calibur had an announcement. We didn't even really talk about. We didn't even talk about Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur's gonna get an announcement too. Bet.
Like, there's a lot of really good games, and if you have questions about any of these games, check out some tournaments.
All new.
Like,
yeah,
we have because what's in March? CEO's in March, right? Or am I thinking wrong? What major tournaments in March?
Should be CEO.
Oh, DreamHack. Is it DreamHack Atlanta? It's one of the ones in Atlanta. I can't remember which one. It's usually Final Round. Thank you. Final Round's in March. So you'll have plenty of time to catch tournaments there.
CEO's in June.
June.
But the easiest thing I can say is between
Also,
now and
CEO
August.
does have Melee, so
Yeah, that's what a lot of Melee players are saying. Support CEO instead of.
yeah.
But with that covered, you have a lot of tournaments to watch any of these games. Barring Samurai Showdown, you have like PAX East.
Yeah, final round.
And whenever it comes out, and I think I can't say that we'll be playing Samurai Showdown. I think we're interested in it.
I want to check it out.
I want to play it. I do want to play it for sure.
If I get the opportunity, I will check it out.
On that topic, very briefly, please don't release that game next to Mortal Kombat. Please. If you want your game to survive.
Mortal Kombat comes out April, right?
Can we get?
Yeah, but if they release it like mid-May, I don't think you get any. I think you got to give Mortal Kombat a solid month to just.
But they said early,
claim.
Dude. So
early summer,
May or June, right? It's
gonna be I'm 100% thinking May or June.
End of May, beginning of June.
Yeah, I think it'll survive.
Mortal
but I'm
Kombat's
worried.
gonna eat that whole game up, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, its only saving grace is that it's gonna be at Evo. That's its only saving grace. On God, and it has to release before Evo, obviously, so people can play it. But it's I wish it released now when it was competing with anything.
Well, DOA just came out.
Yeah, DOA came out.
When it's not competing with anything.
Actually, being serious, I don't think.
I know.
I saw pretty much anything Twitch-wise in terms of like.
Yeah.
DOA dropping.
I didn't hear anything, dude.
It came out. I legitimately like.
It came out today, didn't it?
Legitimately, if I didn't have an update on my phone from my app being like, "Hey, DOA is here."
I got a Dark Phoenix thing from Google rather than DOA. Get out of here.
We'll see. I want to see what happens. DOA dropped today. We'll see what happens in terms of final round in March. I think we got to keep a really close eye on entrance and see because it's gonna be there, but we're gonna see how big of a presence does it have. But going back to what we were talking about as April approaches, Mortal Kombat has a lot more stuff to come out. I'm gonna say right now, we're not gonna talk about the leaks.
Nope.
That sucks. Man. When the whole roster got leaked.
I didn't even know there was a leak until you told me before.
I literally only know because I went on YouTube, saw a video, and I'd heard murmurings of it on Twitter.
Max made a video, and I knew because I don't know if it was Lord Bow, somebody on Twitter tweeted out like, "Oh, here they just like leaked it." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm not that invested in Mortal Kombat, so I don't care that much. But I still feel bad because
it's a dev
that's part of the hype cycle. That's part of the hype cycle. Like, who's next? Like, who's gonna come back? What new characters are we gonna get?
And that's what I'm saying to everybody is like, if you are trying to not see anything, we're gonna show off the newest trailer that has dropped. Shout out to the man Johnny Cage. It's a dope trailer.
This is a nice
they did a really good job.
personality.
My thing is they did such a great job with this trailer and a lot of the trailers that I'm sad that we don't get the like reveal for all the other.
I know.
characters.
One thing that Mortal Kombat and NetherRealm Studios does better than most fighting games, even though they're relatively new compared to all of them, and they're kind of on the lower side of viewership. What I really appreciate with their games is that they actually acknowledge age with characters and age them up, or do something where after a couple years they're like, you know what, these characters should look a little older or whatever. Yeah. It is a huge deal. It is a huge deal that
Johnny is definitely older than how he was in Mortal Kombat 9. Yeah.
And I appreciate that actually. I appreciate that one of his moves, I think it's gonna come up soon. He has a stunt double that looks nothing like him. Like his hair is different or whatever. So it's kind of like it
looks good. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it's super good. It's super good.
Well, you don't like Johnny's hair?
No, it's fine. I'm just saying it's like his old outfit, so
they got all the classics there. I'm still super interested in this game. Like how this game is gonna play is gonna be really. First of all, this is dope.
It's just a shame because we've talked about it before with many people that are interested in fighting games, of how like these characters have personalities, but the overall message of the game and how it's presented doesn't really do it justice. Because it does seem a little confused. You know what I mean?
While that's kind of his fatality, bro.
It's so good. It's so good.
Or his I forget what that's called.
Brutality.
Both. I mean, both of them. Like.
Yeah, the fatality is the best, dude. Cut. It's so good.
Who hired this guy?
Who hired this guy? Bro? It's so good.
Ugh. I love it.
It's so
It's fun.
so good.
It's fun.
Also, his winning animation, so good too. So good. For no reason. It has no reason being that good. It has no reason being that good.
It looks fun. It's fun. It's just fun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The
yes,
Mortal
please
Kombat
do yourself
guys,
a favor.
yeah.
And block leaks if you can. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, if I would say to anybody out there, if you really do care,
just block anything related. It sucks, but
yeah. And of course, the next video that pops up, all characters.
Yeah, that was your recommended? Oh.
Yeah, that was my next recommended after watching the Johnny Cage show.
That's rough.
That's crazy.
That's so rough.
It's
Did they have people in the thumbnail and shit, or
probably?
It has at least 2 people that I'm pretty sure weren't announced officially yet. They were speculated, but not officially.
It was bad because the picture I saw didn't have their profile picture, but it had their names underneath, and it's like.
And then I saw one picture from in-game of a character. It looked like in-game. It looked like in-game. It looked like
NetherRealms is getting fired, bro.
It looked like it looked like you know how you can put gear on characters. It looked like that screen with a character that definitely hadn't been announced yet, because I think barely anybody in this. I don't want to say it because they would spoil it. I know that there are enough people that know me that if I made mention of certain things, they would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I saw that picture and I was like, that one's real. All right, so you saw it. So we have there was it's shots of.
I haven't seen anything. I legitimately haven't seen anything. So
good.
Yeah,
I actually kind of want to be surprised when that shit comes out.
I like the reveals. I think they're just doing a great job with the reveal. They got the backing of Sir 21 Savage, and
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Things are going.
Man came out with a sword and shield ready.
I just simply say I just come out and say for the devs, I just feel really bad for the devs.
It sucks. It's part of the marketing and hypes. I know it's marketing because that's what it is on the business side, but it's a hype thing. It helps to for people to get interested in the game, look up stuff, even buy the game. Obviously, at the end, I don't know how that much translates into money.
You can still get hyped by looking at the trailers and seeing the moveset and all that stuff, but it's just not the same.
But that you're literally if it wasn't just the actual developers you're messing with, it's definitely the marketing side, which is an entire department that's their entire job, and now they have to act like you didn't see anything. You know what I mean? They have to act like the internet doesn't exist. Look, here's our new character. It's gonna be blank, and then everyone's like, we already know, and it kind of sucks because it brings the mood down, and it's like you can't do anything about it.
It's like when you go to the theater, and when Broly came out, and they gave you a pamphlet for Gogeta, and if you avoided all that shit just to get that pamphlet with Gogeta in it,
you couldn't avoid it. You couldn't avoid it.
Nope.
You couldn't avoid it.
And that's my time. That it's not just like you said. It's movies, games, everything. Legitimately, I am still amazed that I got away with no spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
For Kingdom Hearts 3. As somebody that literally did not mute anything, I just let it rock.
Hype culture / spoiler culture is so bad that Sakurai's I'm just gonna give you all the characters at once. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna give you all the characters at once.
I love
because I don't want to get spoiled.
And I love.
Also, here are the DLC characters too.
But I also love the rumors that every time somebody's like, "We have the characters revealed," Sakurai basically gets on screen and be like, "You fucks! Even if you are right, I'm not announcing it now. Here's something fucking else."
Yeah, he's like, "Bet I won't release that last." Bet.
You know what's crazy, because we had that Pokemon trailer come out. Apparently there was a leak that came out before the new Pokemon announcement.
Yes,
that was actually correct.
It wasn't.
Well, that's kind of Nintendo has a few problems with that.
Capcom's the worst though.
Shaz, before Ultimate dropped, we were all sailing playing together, and all of a sudden it came up. Just hey, two songs two songs popped up in the Ultimate list of games, and
if people are curious, I think Strix and I or somebody, we were playing Street Fighter or something. It was really late, and it was Japanese time. And, it was 3 a.m. for us. For them, it was 4 p.m. or whatever. And when Ultimate was coming out to hype it up, are you serious right now? um, when Ultimate was coming out, they would release tracks for the game that was like remixed of old songs and stuff like that, and they had a playlist. And so what it was it was supposed to be, was it Galaga music?
Yes, but when you clicked it.
Well, so yeah, when you clicked it, it was like, this is Galaga music on the Nintendo website, and you click it, like, okay, cool, Galaga music. And the music itself was Galaga music, but the title for it was completely wrong.
And that is what ended up spoiling for a lot of people the Castlevania characters. Yeah, I don't mind saying it now because the game's out now.
Well, the game's out. They're base roster. But yeah.
But
it was literally bloody tears. It was bloody tears.
And everybody was like, okay, I guess we know what was going to be announced in 2 days. Cool.
Yeah. It wasn't even 2 days. It was literally the day after. It was the day of. They were going to announce. Hey. We were literally like, y'all can wait 10 hours. Y'all can wait 10 hours. Like,
yeah, so like, and just going down this rabbit hole a little bit, there's been a lot of speculation lately. So, I forget his name. Wow. There's a lot of people believing that for Street Fighter V, E Honda's next because of some tweets and some little hints that are being thrown out there.
I know nothing about this.
They're like, that's what I like when like devs. First of all, that's why I like Ed Boon as a whole. Ed Boon likes to fuck with people.
Even though I feel really bad because that's all because he's done it so much. Whenever he's like does nothing related to Mortal Kombat, you'll be like, I'm out at dinner tonight. People are like,
dinner?
Got it. That Scorpion likes to eat dinner.
Scorpion. First of all, if you need somebody to tell you Scorpion and Sub-Zero are confirmed for a Mortal Kombat game, we got a whole nother problem.
Hey, Scorpion's not been in a Mortal Kombat game before, pretty sure. So you never know.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry.
You never know.
Sorry, I leaked something.
Scorpion confirmed for Injustice. That might be a thing. That's different context.
But that happened.
That's what I'm saying. That's different context, though, right?
Oh my God! Stop.
But that's why I feel bad for Ed Boon. That's the only thing I feel bad about. It's like.
All right, so we're coming towards the end of the show. Do y'all want to open it up to chat to see if they have any topics they want to?
Sure.
I mean, hey, shit, bring it up. Are you guys interested? Are you guys going to be checking out Mortal Kombat when it comes out?
100%.
I want to. Yeah, I'm going 100%. To.
I'm going to try.
One thing I do want to say is that it's not a leak on the company's part, but like Strix said with Nintendo, they're really bad at certain things, even though they're pretty tight-lipped about like trailers not showing anything or whatever. When it comes to like demos and stuff, they'll have the files for things in them. So when Pokemon Sun and Moon was coming out, I followed a dude who mines data for like every game. And he got the demo, and first hour, he's like, guys, I don't think there's anything on here. I've scrubbed it really hard, and there's nothing here. And he's like, second hour, it's like, I kind of found some music or something. And he's like, third hour, it's like, still nothing. I'm like, wow, there's nothing. Like 6-7 hours into it, he's like, I may have found something. And what they did was, as far as I understand it, Pokemon company, Game Freak, did not have any new Pokemon that wasn't in the demo, in the files. But they forgot to take out the shiny versions. So they took out all the regular versions. So that's why when they were looking, they couldn't find anything. They were like, there's nothing here. But then they found the shiny versions, and then by having the shiny versions, they got the regular versions, as far as I understand it.
So... I'm just gonna put out if somebody from Japan is watching this. First of all, we appreciate you.
As far as I understand, I could be wrong on that, but yes,
we will take your sponsorship dollars.
Yes,
absolutely. We will be 100% down for core values. With that ignored, just do what Americans do, where they give you bare minimum. Like, why do I have to download 16 gigs and then a week later download 60? Because we ain't giving you shit. You ain't looking for nothing through our games.
Nothing. Back up. Cease and desist.
Yeah. Because these people be out here. This is also why a lot of times devs don't tend to release stuff on PC. Because y'all PC motherfuckers.
I just felt really bad. I just felt really bad because they did what they were supposed to, but they forgot the special version. Yeah. And again, that's how I understood it from that person. I don't remember who they are at this point because I don't follow them anymore, but it was really funny seeing that they reverse engineered what the Pokemon's actual colors were from their shiny variants. And I'm like, and an hour or two later, they just had a imager link with just all of them all. I'm like,
Okay, so we got 2 questions so far coming from the chat. First and foremost, for anybody here that has played Spider-Man, I have not personally. Do you expect Miles Morales DLC?
I don't know.
DLC? I think that's a whole different game.
Yeah.
You think based on the popularity of Into the Spider-Verse, we get
I think that helps, but I think he was already popular enough. That I mean, he was.
I
Popular
mean,
enough to get Spider-Verse.
They teased him in the trailer for the game, right back at E3.
He's part of the game.
I mean,
he is in the game.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not taking y'all saying like spoilers, because in the trailers at E3 when they were showing off the
I'm not
game,
trying to say too much, obviously.
yes.
But
Okay.
I think he was already popular enough to get Spider-Verse, and if they want to play off of that and not make a Spider-Man 2 game, but just with Miles, they could easily go down the Spider-Verse route where his thing is different universes, whatever. If they want to piggyback off that, which I think would be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. It's definitely. I would love a Spider-Verse like DLC where they really dive into
they made the Spider-Verse Spider-Man costume a DLC.
Okay,
they acknowledge it, and
maybe
the Spider-Verse acknowledged PS4 Spider-Man because that costume was in the movie as well.
Let's see. The next question that was in chat: how do you feel about the new Mob Psycho season so far? I have not touched it.
I'm 5 episodes in out of the 8. I heard episode 8 was really crazy, but I haven't seen it. I'm waiting for the show to finish by this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
far though, 5 episodes in, anime of the year. Yeah.
There you have it.
I'm not changing that. I can already tell.
He said it. He said it. He put it out there.
I said Double Man was going to be anime of the year last year, and it was anime of the year. I'm saying
I
right
think
now,
you have a pretty
season
good
2.
You have a pretty good read. I'm just gonna say mine hasn't.
Seeing the titles coming out this year, Mob Psycho's easy, number 1.
If all I'm saying is if the dudes over at Production IG can one up the last Haikyuu season again, just keep one upping it. Nope, it won't.
No.
It won't matter.
Strix
all right,
it's not even confirmed for fall.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Strix on God only likes properties that take years to produce.
100%.
IQ, Epo, Kingdom Hearts, 15 years between seasons, dog.
Hey, Kuroko was pretty fast. All right, next question. Going back to Dead or Alive. What are your thoughts on? If y'all have not heard it, Dead or Alive has a $92 season pass.
Yes. I mean, people.
Shaz, we had this conversation. If you have not played a Dead or Alive game, they release like $400 in costumes every single year.
It's like on Steam. On Steam, there's like the costumes are like it's like $300 pack for all the costumes for like DOA 5. Like people think this is a joke. When people are like, oh, you should be outraged at the season pass. I'm like, no. First of all, it's your fault for buying it. 2, it's
this DOA. Is on the cheap side. This is on the cheap side, dog.
They've been doing this. This is DOA. The game is all fan service. Like
let me clarify. Do I think it's a good model? No. None of us are saying it's a good model. What we're saying is this is status quo for DOA.
Right.
They will. If y'all really think they ain't gonna release 6 variants of the bikini costumes and charge you like $30 for each.
Right.
You have not been paying attention.
Hey man, if you want that bikini, you paying for that bikini.
I'm just saying, everybody out there. We didn't. I don't know if we talked about it because we didn't really get into Evo Japan like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you want the physics back, you just gotta buy your way into the physics.
The physics are there, dog. Come on.
Yeah.
Which is again super smart. Super smart. By the
I don't know if there's I think I saw somebody in chat put it earlier. People are talking that you might be able to unlock some of it in game.
Probably, I can imagine.
But to me, it's a very weird conversation because I just look at it as like, okay, so they're doing what they did every single other, every single other DOA game.
The game DOA is a legit fighting game, but let's not act like it's not fan service. Like,
I mean, if we're being honest, that's. Beyond select few, I think most fighting games operate under the business model, not just of season passes now, but of like, hey, we're gonna release some $2 or $3 costumes for if you like it for your character, buy it. Here's 1, here's 2.
People are fine with it.
That's how we're gonna make a bunch of money. But if you are looking for anything else, if you are looking for anything more, you're gonna get a character or 2. I do not think, to anybody out there, I do not believe they are releasing a $100 season pass that is going to include any characters. It will be all cosmetic shit, and the characters will be something else. It'll be just a completely different pass. Because you're not going to get anybody to buy it. or people will just buy them individually.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up.
Now, if DOA were to all of a sudden announce like next week that they're going free to play, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're not going to do that. But
the whole $100 is cosmetics. That's
let me. I'll do a little bit of research just to verify that.
I'm pretty sure because they haven't the characters. I mean, I feel like people care more about cosmetics for that game than characters. If I'm being completely honest.
Yep.
Because the characters haven't changed all that much.
I love the shout out to Kotaku for the name of the article. The first DOA. How you gonna say the first DOA season pass cost $93? How you gonna $92.99? It's rare that a season pass for a game costs more than $33. DOA owners can now drop nearly $100 on 2 new characters and 62 costumes.
Look, Sinister, I'm just putting this out there. You don't want to do that type of mod for that game because some of those characters might not be the age that...
We're not going to go with might not. They're definitely not.
The Western translation says they are because some of those characters aren't. And, But
yeah, $93 gets you new characters, 2 new characters, and 62 costumes.
2 characters?
Which, if we're being honest about DOA and the cost of costumes... DOA generally charges like $2 to $3. Like, even if we're talking $1 a costume, that's about market value. $30 for characters, and then $60 for $1 per costume, pretty much.
You pay a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, but
no, me neither. No.
Hell no.
Well, maybe depends.
Not for that game. I'm not.
There's not a game that I'm paying for that many costumes in.
Okay, not for that many costumes, but like individual costumes, there are times where I would be like, okay.
It really just depends, because there are things like. Go ahead.
No, because I know that I paid I paid for what was her name, a jury costume for Street Fighter 5,
well,
but that was the only time. Yeah.
Fine.
No, but I'm saying when you sell them individually, I always say if you want to get somebody on money, nickel and dime them. Don't charge them $100. It is actually one of the very few times that I will say to them like, hey. List these as 64 separate items with different prices. You're more likely to get people to buy like a few.
With themes of, according to like Street Fighter would do like summer theme or summer skins and then Halloween skins or Christmas skins or whatever. Right now they're doing a Mega Man thing where Ryu is Mega Man and I think Sakura is Roll. So you can do that. And there are things like that to incentivize you to come play the game because I'm going to go play that for Roll's costume, I'm pretty sure, where you can't buy that costume. I'm pretty sure you have to.
You have to play.
You have to play for 4 weeks, which isn't that bad. You just do one part a week. You just play once a week.
Yeah, we did a few of those.
Yep, that's how I got my beautiful Joe Rashid and Airman Rashid. You just do that, and that's a really smart way to get a costume for
I got
free.
The Ibuki and Armika ones.
Monster Hunter ones.
It's being 100%. It is the amounts to like logging on and depending on your skill level as somebody that's not particularly great.
It's not bad.
Maybe half an hour if you have to repeat it a bunch. But for the most part, it was like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, the hardest one is always the last.
Once a week.
Always. I should go check to see how many weeks it's been since that Roll costume came out.
All right, so we'll answer this one last question and we'll close out. Thoughts on Anthem? Personally, I haven't touched the game enough to be able to say it.
I'm not touching that.
We were gonna play it this week. Unfortunately, due to a lot of hardware issues, the squad couldn't come through.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than diving into the game super deep, it's a game that seems to be better experience with friends. So I would just rather like give it a break and give it some time to level up a little bit. And Destiny stuff came out, so I have enough stuff to keep me occupied in Destiny 2 for a little bit in the coming weeks or so. Sinister, you already know that water is 17 degrees. You thought I wasn't going to address it?
Also, I just lied. Roll and Sakura, you can just buy those apparently.
Oh, you can?
This time
we have to establish lore, Alejandro. If you want a narrative to exist, you got to put it out there in the universe.
It feels cold, Doug. It's not. It's like
how warm is
room
is your room?
65 degrees, man. The AC is on right now. It's not.
So the AC is making the bottle cold, is what I heard.
Well, that's the end of episode 2 of the SSJ cast, everyone. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. My name's Alejandro. I draw. I live stream sometimes here and there, and yeah, that's my thing.
Oof.
I wasn't changing the name of it. I wasn't changing the name of that.
I'm gonna beat you up, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do nothing. Shaz, let me know who you are, where you can find you.
The Leech God. I don't stream enough, but please love and sub to me. Thank you very much.
What was that voice?
You're on my channel. My name is Strix. If you missed any of this episode at all, plan is gonna be tomorrow evening.
Mm-hmm.
Latest is gonna be Monday morning, but tomorrow evening, episodes 1 and 2 should be out on the SoundCloud as well as on YouTube. We will tweet about them when they go live.
Poggers.
Are either one of you doing anything after this?
Like right now?
Yes.
Like,
I don't think
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, Shaz. Okay.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna be transitioning into some Final Fantasy 14.
Oh,
I'll be doing some grinding there. So stick around if you want. I'll pop some music on. I don't have actually a way to pop music on easily. So give me like 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll be back, and we'll keep bullshitting around. Actually, I probably can just transition from here. All right, thank you. See y'all next week. Bye. Everybody's not dipping this week. I got them locked down. Nope. It ended. Too late.